Hi, this is Jack Godfrey, and this is Intermediate Qigong. In this class, we're going to be focusing on the beginning part of the Dao Yin Series. But first of all, we want to talk a bit about Shen, one of the three treasures of the Qigong practice, the other two being Jing and Qi. So Jing, Qi, and Shen. Jing, the physical aspect of the practice, the moving of the arms, the twisting of the body. The Qi, spelled Qi, pronounced Qi as in cheese, is the energetic part. This is the breath, this is the blood, this is the bioelectric energy that keeps the body moving, keeps it animated. Shen, the thinking part. This is the head, the intention. What are we thinking about at this moment? The more that we get the Shen involved in the practice, the better off the practice is going to be, and the more benefit you're going to get in your body. So, what do you do? How do you do this? There are several things you can do. One is add music to your practice and move in time to the music. So inhale, you bring the arm up. And then after 4 seconds, exhale. You bring the arm down for a total of 4 seconds. And you watch the hand as it moves around that cycle. So you involve the senses in what's going on in your practice. So you're hearing, you're listening for the beat in the music. You're listening to your heart. You're listening to a clock tick. Whatever it is that can focus your hearing and your mind on what's going on and keep you in the present moment. And then the next one is, where is my weight on my feet? Am I in my heels? Am I in my toes? Am I on the large triangle? Am I on the small triangle? And so we involve as many senses as possible in our practice. And the more we do that, the more we keep the Shen, the mind, engaged in what we're up to. The more we focus on the present moment, the more healing is going to happen, as long as we also engage Jing and Qi. So now, let's begin our practice. Dao Yin, the first bunch of movements. And as we always do in our practice, we start with a standing posture, but we want to begin with getting our feet in the right place, establishing our foundation. So the feet are roughly parallel, coming straight down out of the hips. And so you can look down and you bring the feet up tight like this, so they're right tight towards each other, turn them out 45 degrees, and then swing the heels out behind the toes so the feet are parallel. And this is the spacing typically that we're looking for. This is one of many ways of figuring out how to get the feet in the right place. Now, the small triangle. So you come onto the toes, but keep the heels on the floor. Switch into the heels, put the weight on the heels, but keep the toes on the floor. This is the large triangle. Inhale, small triangle. Exhale, large triangle. So it's just a gentle shifting of the weight forward and back. So small triangle, weight in the toes, heels stay on the floor. Large triangle, weight in the heels, toes stay on the floor. And then we also add into this a dragon's back and a turtle back. So we lift the ribs, we lift the chin, we gaze to the horizon, and we're stretching the front of the body here. This is a dragon's back. You lift the tailbone, you lift the chin, you lift the ribs. A turtle back, we do the opposite. Tuck the tailbone in, drop the ribs, drop the chin. And we're here like this. So a big roundness in the back. So a turtle back and a dragon's back. Small triangle, large triangle. Some of the fundamental foundations of a good Qigong practice. And now we're going to work on the standing posture for spring, standing like a tree. So step out to the side a little bit so that we're in the stacking of the bone stance. So shoulder, ribs, hips, ankle, knee bent, leg straight. And see that we have the same thing going on here. Shoulder, ribs, ankle, knee bent, and all the bones are stacked one above the other over the ankle. And so we have the same thing going on over here. Now, standing like a tree, come to the small triangle and come back into the large triangle. Now come to the center so we have equal weight on the toes and on the heels. Pull the belly button in. Grab the top of the hips with the thumbs to the back. Push down, tuck the tailbone into the body. Belly button in. Knees bent slightly. So we've established the lower half of the body. And now the upper. We lift the ribs slightly. Lift the chin. We gaze to the horizon. Lift the top of the head to the heavens. We're lengthening the spine. Now bring the hands up about the same height as your elbows. Pull the elbows back. Turn the hands to the side. You're going to feel a stretch here in the upper chest. And now bring the hands up so the wrists are roughly over the elbows. And you want to have the center of the palm about the same height as the eyes. Now bring the hands forward so the wrists and the big toes are roughly lined up. Now inhale, we drift forward onto the small triangle. And then exhale, we drift back onto the large triangle. So here we are, now focusing on the Shen here for a moment. Inhale, we feel pressure in the toes. We feel the abdomen expanding. We're gazing off into the distance. We're inhaling for a count of 4. Exhale, we drift back, large triangle, weight in the heels. We breathe out for a count of 4, continuing to look into the distance. So inhaling, and exhale. Inhale, we have a slight dragon's back as we come forward. We're lifting the ribs slightly. Exhale, large triangle, dragon's back as we drop the ribs slightly. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale, count of 4. 4 heartbeats, 4 clicks of a clock, some music where you have a 60-second beat. So one more cycle. And we let the arms come down, we let the arms relax. Now the next thing we're going to do is a brief warm-up practice to sort of get the muscles moving a little bit before we move into the Dao Yin Series. And we're going to be doing the lymph activating series. So we start with standing on a boat. So you come onto the small triangle with a dragon's back, let the arms come up. And then exhale, let the arms come down. So inhale, we draw the chi up from the earth. Exhale, we bring it in to the brass basin. So inhale, small triangle, dragon's back. Exhale, large triangle, turtle back. So we do 2 more of these. And now we add on to this series with purging stagnant chi. So we start here, you scoop the chi up out of the brass basin and you push it away off into the distance. And then we come over here with the other hand. We scoop the chi up and we push to the distance. So it's inhale, exhale. And you watch the hand as it comes up and pushes away. So inhale, gather that turbid chi and expel. Inhale, we gather and expel. And now we do standing on a boat again. So inhale, draw the chi up. Exhale, bring it in to the brass basin. So inhale, a dragon's back. Exhale, a turtle back. And now we gather fresh chi and we bring it in to the brass basin. Inhaling, watch the hand come up. Exhale, watch it come down. So inhaling, exhale. And next, draw the chi up from the earth and drop it in to the brass basin. So inhale, dragon's back. Exhale, turtle back. And now purging chi, getting rid of the turbid, stagnant chi. Standing on a boat. And now bringing in fresh chi. And so one more cycle. Draw the chi up from the earth and bring it down in to the brass basin. Drawing it up and in. Removing the turbid chi. Drawing the chi up from the earth and down from the heavens. Gathering fresh chi from the heavens, bring it in to the brass basin. And standing on a boat one last time. All right, so now we're going to work on several of the movements of the Dao Yin Series. So we're starting at the beginning here with swimming like a snake. You want to have the feet in that narrow stance, so straight down out of the hips. Your feet fit between your feet. Swimming snake, take this hand, close the fist, palm up, bring it to the top of the hips, resting to the side. The other hand, palm open. Here on the sternum, we come across to the shoulder, wrap around the head. We push up to the heavens. And as we push up, draw the fingertips down towards your shoulder. Turn to the side, bending over. Reach down to the earth. The snake swimming in the sea, come up to the chin. We push down to the hip. The other hand goes around the shoulder. Push up, draw the fingertips down. Turn to the side, bending over. The snake swims in the sea. Come up to the chin. We come down and we come around. A good twist to the side. Watch the snake swim in the sea as we come up. And we'll do one more on each side. Snake swimming in the sea. Now the next one is hawk lands on a rock. So the feet are still in the narrow stance, but we start here. So bring thumb and first finger together. Turn the back of the hands so they come towards each other. And you want to bring the shoulders forward as well. So this is a bit of a turtle back. We're here like this. And then you bring the hands up, opening wide. So a big dragon's back here. And we do this movement 3 times. So we go here and once, twice, and 3 times. And now we swoop forward, we lift the chin. So we have a dragon's back here, and then the hands pump 3 times. And then we come up. 1, 2, 3, and then we come here. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we come down here. 2, 3, and once more. All right, so hawk lands on a rock. Next one is tiger wags tail. And we may want to have the feet just a little bit further apart. It's going to be depending on what's going on with your body here. So tiger wags tail. So you can be in the narrow stance or in the stacking of the bone stance. I'm going to be in the narrow stance today. So knees slightly bent, tailbone tucked in, belly button pulled in. We lift the ribs. So this is our dragon stance. And now tiger wags tail. Bring the hands up overhead, light fists. Now fold forward, long spine, chin lifted, protecting the lower back. Hands come to the feet. We come up to the knees. Stack the hands on one foot. Up to the knees. Stack the hands on the other foot. Up to the knees again. And then down to the earth. And come up to the knees. And now take the shoulder and swing it this way. It's the movement of the head and the shoulders that wags the tail. So the head and shoulders are going to make the hips move. So we come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands back to the feet. And then we come up and we bring the hands down. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So inhaling, we bring the hands up. Pull the belly button in. A dragon's back here. We fold forward, protecting the lower back. And then keeping the dragon's back in place, inhale. We stack the hands. Inhale, other side. Exhale. Inhale, we come to the earth. And then inhale, we're to the knees. Drop the shoulder, turn the head, look to the side. Big stretch along the side of the body. Drop the opposite shoulder, look to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the floor. We come on up and we bring the hands down. So inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more cycle. So inhale, we're here. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Up, and the hand comes down. So the next movement in the Dao Yin series is scholar opens the scroll. It's very similar to one from the 8 Pieces of Brocade, divide heaven and earth. So we stand here holding a ball in front of our navel, roughly. Top hand touches the wrist of the bottom hand as they pass each other. We push down, we push up. So you're stretching the side of the body, drawing the fingertips towards each other, pushing the wrists away. Getting a big stretch from here all the way down to the ankle. And then inhale, touch the wrist in passing. Exhale, we push up, we push down, and look up to the upper hand. Inhale, hold that ball briefly, touching the wrist. We go to the opposite side. And so we hold, shift the weight. So the hand that's down, that leg has the weight. The other wrist pushes up. So we're stretching this side of the body. We're grounding the other side. Shift to the center. Now ground this side of the body where the hand is down. Stretch the opposite side. We hold here in the center. We shift to the opposite side. And so we'll do one more cycle. Take the pulse, come up, come down, draw the fingertips towards each other. Last side. And we come on down. So that was Scholar Opens the Scroll. Now the next one, and the last one we're going to do in the Dao Yin series for today, is Monkey Lifts the Cauldron. So this is going to involve a turtle back and a dragon's back to a great extent. So looking at it from the side, Monkey lifts the cauldron. We're standing, there's a cauldron here and steam is rising up. So we go like this. So we draw the qi, the steam into the body 3 times. And as we do this, we reach up. So we have a dragon's back here. We draw the qi in. We have a turtle back. So 3 times with this movement going on. So we're in the small triangle, the large triangles. There's a lot of movement going on already. And now we come here about shoulder height. We reach down, we reach under the cauldron, we lift it up, and we toss it behind the back. So inhale once, in twice, 3 times. Lift and exhale. So 1 scoop, 2, 3, we reach down and we toss the cauldron behind us. So 1 more cycle. Hands come up to the shoulder, we come down, we gather the cauldron and we toss it behind the back. So that was Monkey Lifts the Cauldron. And that's as far as we're going to be going today with the Dao Yin series. And we're going to wrap up with our 5 directions, as we usually do in these classes. So we need to change the feet, yet again, back to that stacking of the bones stance, because we will be going from side to side. So shoulder, ribs, hips, ankle, all in a stack, knee bent. Shoulder, ribs, hip, ankle, knee bent, all in a stack. Now, when moving from side to side, there's a good way to do this. And what you want to do is come over here, Put your weight in the heels. Now, in this heel here, shift the weight into the toe. Push with the toes, land in the heel. Shift the weight to the toes, push with the toes, sink into the heel. Shift, push, and sink into the heel. We shift forward. This causes the hip to come forward, this hip to come back, and now I'm looking this way. Shift into the toes. Now I'm looking this way as I land into the heel. So shift the weight into the toes, push with the toes, land in the heel. So one of the key points about all this moving from side to side is we're in the heel, we shift to the toes, we push with the toes, and this shifting the weight causes the torso to turn. So the hips turn, the torso turns, we push with the toes, we land in the heel. So we're moving from side to side, and the body is shifting as we do this. And I'm exaggerating a little bit here, just so you have an idea of what's going on. And so now we come to the center. We're going to work on the 5 directions. So the 5 directions: forward, backward, to the right, to the left, to the center. And we're going to do this to the breath to a count of 4. So, except for the very last breath, which is a count of 8. So it's inhale, small triangle, dragon's back, a count of 4. Exhale, turtle back. We're in the heels, a large triangle for a count of 4. We come off to the side for a count of 4. And we come down on the exhale. Off to the other side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Then inhale, both hands, small triangle here. Exhale, large triangle. A count of 4 to about neck high. Count of 4, down to the belly button. So inhale. Exhale, large triangle. Weight in the heel as we watch the hand come up. Large triangle as the hand comes down. Shift to the opposite side. Watch the hand come up. We watch the hand come down. So inhaling. Exhale. All right, so we started out talking about the Shen and how you engage it in your practice. So in this 5 directions, there's lots going on here that you can use your mind to get involved in. Where's the pressure on my feet? Small triangle, large triangle. Watching the hands as they come up. Listening to the music, listening to the clock for that count of 4. And then exhale, shift the weight into the heels. Watch the hands come down. Listen to the ticking. So, all our senses are engaged as well. You can't think of anything else if you're going to, where's the pressure on my feet? Where's my gaze? What are my hands up to? Is it 4 seconds yet? You stay engaged in the present moment. You stay here. You stay focused. You breathe deeply and slowly, and all of these movements together keep your mind engaged in what's going on. You have your breath, your chi, and your physical movement, and these 3 together are going to help heal your body. So twice more for the 5 directions. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Now inhale. Exhale, we come down. Last one. So inhale, small triangle. Exhale, large triangle. Inhale, weight in the heels. Exhale, we push with the toes, weight in the heel. We come to the center. Small triangle. Watch the hands come down. And that's the class for today. So thank you all for coming. And we'll see you again next time.